Do you want your AI to stop hallucinating? Today we're talking about LLM agent design patterns that can unlock the next level of large language model superpowers. Let's break it down. Think of your AI tasks like an assembly line. For a story, you break the process into smaller steps. Generate an outline, generate the story, generate the ending. Each step is a separate agent, each feeding its output into the next, so they don't step on each other's toes. Bam! You've got a story with fewer random plot twists, unless you want them. Now, imagine you have a bounce agent at the door. A user rolls up and says, "Hola," and the bounce goes, "Wait a second, I have a buddy who knows Spanish." Boom, handoff complete. If the user goes bonjour, you route them to a French translator. No more idle the things agent. This approach keeps your system modular and organized. Each specialized agent has one job to do and one job to do well, and your entire system hums like a well-oiled machine. Let's flip the script. Instead of handing over the entire conversation to a new agent, you can treat that specialized agent as a tool. The original agent calls the translation tool, receives a translation, and uses it however it wants. You can think of it like an app making an API request. This approach is super helpful if you need to fire off multiple translations in parallel. You stay in control, but you still get the job done, like a superhero with a utility belt of specialized gadgets. You know what's better than one AI model? 2 AI models, or 3. Or just keep going, I won't judge. Actually, in this pattern, one model does judge. The creator model generates something, and the judge model smacks it with a metaphorical gavel. The storyline is boring, fix it. Iterate until the judge is finally satisfied, or your credit card is maxed out, whichever comes first. This pattern helps refine quality, and you can even use a smaller, cheaper model for the initial generation, and a bigger model as your tough critic. It's cost optimization and better results in one shot. #synergy. Time is money, my friend. Why wait for tasks that can be run side by side? With Parallelization, you can run multiple agents at once. Maybe you want to generate multiple story endings and pick the best one. Or you have multiple subtasks that don't depend on each other. This pattern scales like a boss. You'll save time, get varied perspectives, and brag about your insanely parallel AI architecture at meetups. Just be prepared for some intense concurrency memes. Finally, you've got guardrails. Sometimes you want to gatekeep the conversation so you don't waste your fancy model's time on nonsense. For example, run a quick check with a super fast model to validate a user input. If it's a valid question, hand it off to the big guns. If it's spam or completely irrelevant request, you can bounce it before the slow, expensive model even sees it. It's basically your AI bouncer, making sure no shady queries get past the velvet rope. So there you have it. Deterministic flows, handoffs and routing, agents as tools, LLMs as a judge, parallelization, and guardrails. These patterns make your LLM-based systems more flexible, robust, and easier to maintain. And hey, maybe you'll get fewer weird story endings and more polished final outputs. If this blew your mind, be sure to like, subscribe, and maybe feed the YouTube algorithm by dropping a comment with your favorite pattern. That's it for today, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.